For part 2 of this lesson, we are going to do 2 more examples. The next example we're going to do, is a tangent example. Tangent's always the hardest one. It's the most complicated formula. So if we want to find the tangent of 105, which is not a special angle, we can rewrite that as the sum or difference of special angles. So let's try to think of 2 special angles that add or subtract to 105. So if I go back to my unit circle, 105, so what could I do? There's a few options, but I think the easiest would be 60 plus 45. 60 plus 45 is 105, so that's what I'll choose. So I'll rewrite the tangent of 105 as the tangent of 60 plus 45. Now I'm going to plug into the formula, so let me go grab that formula from the formula screen. Okay, here's the formula. So plugging into this formula, I would get tangent of x, so tangent 60, plus and plus, so plus tangent y, tangent 45, over 1, this time minus, because the signs are flip-flopped, so that tells me to do the opposite, tan 60, tan 45. Okay, now finding the tangent from the unit circle is a little bit more complicated because the x-coordinate's the cosine and the y-coordinate's the tangent. The y-coordinate's the sine. So to find the tangent using just the coordinates, you'd have to do y over x, or you could sketch a reference triangle, whichever is easier for you. So to find the tangent of 60, you could do the y-coordinate divided by the x-coordinate. This will always work. So we know that when we divide fractions, we multiply by the reciprocal, and the 2's cancel, so the tangent of 60 is root 3. Or you could have done the reference triangle for 30, 60, 90, 60, and it's 1 root 3 and 2 as the ratio, and tangent is opposite over adjacent, so you get root 3 that way too. So however you do it, the tangent of 60 is root 3. So I'm going to plug that in. And the tangent of 45 for the y over x, this one's easy because it's root 2 over 2 divided by root 2 over 2. Anything divided by itself is 1. So the tangent of 45 is 1. So let's plug that in. Tangent of 60 is root 3. Tangent of 45 is 1. Okay, so that's what my second step looks like with everything filled in. And then now, from here on out, the rest is just algebra and simplifying. So I'm going to rewrite this as 1 plus root 3 over 1 minus root 3. I can't submit that as my final answer because it's got a radical in the denominator. Do you remember how to get rid of a radical in the denominator? You can multiply top and bottom by the complex conjugate of the denominator, which would be 1 plus root 3. So we're going to multiply by 1 plus root 3 over 1 plus root 3. That's okay, because it's just really multiplying by 1. And what that's going to do is going to get rid of the radical in the denominator. So now I have the FOIL. So that'd be 1 plus root 3 plus root 3 plus 2 root 3. Root 3 plus root 3 is 2 root 3. Plus root 9. Root 9 is 3. Denominator, 1 plus root 3 minus root 3. Those will always cancel. That's what's always going to happen when you do complex conjugates. So they cancel out. Minus root 9, which would be minus 3. So over 1 minus 3. Keep cleaning it up. 4 plus 2 root 3. Over negative 2. Keep going because you have this triangle here. Everything can be divided by, I'll divide everything by negative 2. So that'd be -2 minus root 3 as my final answer. So I divided everything by 2, but I also incorporated the negative sign that's with the 2, which meant I changed the signs. So my answer is -2 minus root 3. And just to show you how to check it, in case you're not feeling sure of your answer, make sure you're in degree mode. I am. And type in tangent of 105, hit enter, and then check the answer. Make sure it's the decimal that matches up. -2 minus root 3. And it does match up, so I know I'm correct. Okay, let me take a screenshot of the formulas because I'm going to need them for my next example. Okay, the last type of problem you're going to be expected to do is problems like this. Write the expression as either sine, cosine, or tangent of a single angle. So what a problem like this is doing is it's kind of giving you like the formula part. It's plugging everything in for you in the formula part, and it's asking for you for the beginning part. So that's the sine of what? That's the cosine of what? So to figure this out, I'm going to look at my formulas and see which one it matches up with. It's definitely not tangent. It's sine, cos, cosine. So it's got to be this one. It's definitely not cosine, cosine, sine, sine. So it's the sine formula. So for my answer, it's going to be sine of something. Now, next I look at the sign. It's subtraction. Therefore, this sign has to be subtraction too, because with sine, it's the same. If it's subtraction, it's subtraction. If it's addition, it's addition. If it were cosine, however, it would have been opposite. This would have been a plus. So I'm going to put my minus in. So it's going to be the sine of x plus y, so it's going to be the sine of this, well, minus. It's going to be the sine of this minus this. So 7 pi over 6 minus pi over 3. So now I'm going to just do 7 pi over 6 minus pi over 3 to get my final answer. I'm going to make a common denominator of 6, 7 pi over 6 minus 2 pi over 6 to get a final answer of 5 pi over 6. So my final answer to rewrite as the sine, cosine, or tangent of a single angle is the sine of 5 pi over 6, and that would be in radians. If I wanted to convert to degrees, I could, but I'll leave it like that. So now you've seen examples like all of the problems on the assignment, so hopefully that's helpful. But if you feel like you need some more practice, here are some practice problems, one of each type. What you'll want to do is you'll want to pause and try them and then not press play until you're ready, because right now I'm about to bring up the answers. So if you don't want to see them, then pause this video because here they are. So when you're ready, here are the answers. The answers are highlighted in yellow. Check to see how you did. How many of the 4 did you get right? If you got all 4, great job, you're ready for the assignment. If you didn't get all 4, you want to go backtrack through your work and see if you can find your mistake and figure them out. If you're having trouble figuring them out, please email me or stop in the virtual office so we can find your mistakes together. Good luck on this assignment and let me know if you have any questions.